So a day after signing Garrett Wilson to a brand new deal, the Jets do it again with Sauce Gardner, making him the highest paid cornerback in NFL history with a 4-year, $120.4 million extension. He's set to earn $30.1 million per season. Previously, the highest paid corner was Derek Stingley, but that only lasted a few months. The deal also includes $85.6 million guaranteed. Listen, man, Sauce is a good player, but is he worth that contract? I'm not sure, quite honestly. I touched on this with my Garrett Wilson video. Sometimes poor teams, not great franchises, have to overpay for their star players to stay with their current bad team, and I think that's what the Jets did here. We'll see if this deal ages well. I'm not sure. I think it's definitely an overpay. But you let me know in the comments below. I'm really curious if you're a Jet fan, what you think about this. Do you like it? Do you not like it? Let me know. You know, he did win Defensive Rookie of the Year his first year in the NFL, but I feel like since then he hasn't really been that good. He doesn't get a lot of INTs. He's only had 3 in his whole career. I don't know, maybe Aaron Glenn can make him an elite player once again. We'll have to find out for sure. But I don't know, man. Even if you look at the past 20 years in the Jets franchise, I feel like Darrelle Revis Island was significantly a better cornerback than Sauce Gardner. He was physical. He got interceptions on a daily basis. I just feel like he's on a whole other planet compared to Sauce Gardner. But like I said, maybe Aaron Glenn can turn him into a way better corner than what we've seen his first 3 years in the NFL. It's possible. It's possible. Even currently in the AFC East right now, you have a pretty good underrated corner in Christian Gonzalez. I think he's better than Sauce Gardner. And I know he's been banged up a little bit so far in his career, but I really think he's going to have a huge year in 2025. So I'm just bringing these guys up, man, because I think this is a huge overpay. You know, I like the Garrett Wilson deal, but I don't know. I would have waited until the end of the 2025 season to see if his play greatly improved, because I just don't think he's worth it. You know, he's not a very physical corner. Granted, not a lot of them are, but if you're going to be the highest paid cornerback in NFL history, I feel like you kind of got to do both. And Sauce doesn't do both, and he doesn't get any interceptions. So I don't really know what we're doing here. But like I said, the Jets, they are not in a good place right now. Year 1 of a long rebuild, so I guess you kind of got to do what you got to do. I don't know. If I was the Jets GM, I would definitely be taking a look at what he would generate on the trade market. You never know. Maybe some franchise team would overpay 2 first-round picks. You never know. But regardless, they signed him, and we'll see if it ages well, man. We'll see. Other news, the Chiefs paid their guard Trey Smith, making him the highest paid guard in the NFL currently with a $94 million extension, $70 million guaranteed. He's been around since the 2021 season. He only allowed 1 sack a year ago. Good for him, good for the Chiefs. Hopefully their O-line is greatly improved from the last time we saw them, because that's why they lost the game, amongst a lot of other reasons why, but still, that was the focal point. Interesting year for KC coming up. You know, I feel like they definitely have that kind of championship fatigue. They just want to get to the postseason, get back to the Super Bowl. I don't really foresee them making another Super Bowl appearance. I feel like that would just be insane if they made it 4 years in a row, like seriously. And I've touched on this many times, but based on that last performance, I hope we see someone else represent the AFC this year. But as far as Trey Smith becoming the highest paid guard in the NFL, I don't know. Like, who who am I to say if it's a good deal or not? The Chiefs are obviously the best franchise in the NFL right now currently. So, you know, if they want to pay him and make him the highest paid guard, then go for it. We'll see if it ages well again, but I don't know. He had a pretty ugly game in February, so maybe they'll get the opportunity to bounce back a year from now. We'll see. But yeah, Chiefs fans, are you a fan of this move, or are you kind of confused as well? Let me know. And a couple of fun things as well. The Chargers displayed their new alternate jerseys a day ago. One are these all yellow jerseys. They look pretty decent. And then another one, which looks pretty fire, are their old San Diego dark kind of blue jerseys. I think those look really, really fire. I think those are their best jerseys out of all the jerseys they currently wear. If you didn't see it, I definitely recommend to just take a quick look at it. I think it looks fire. Also, the Buccaneers revealed their 1976 throwback jerseys, those classic creamsicle jerseys. Completely fire. It looks really, really good. So, super excited to see them wear those for this upcoming season. Just an all-time classic jersey. Arguably one of the best jerseys in the NFL. One last tiny update on Terry McLaurin. Apparently he's pretty frustrated with the lack of contract negotiations with the Washington Commanders. So, if you're a Commanders fan, definitely be crossing your fingers that they get this figured out. I would not be surprised if Jaden Daniels has a sophomore slump this year. So, I just want them to really have all hands on deck for this season. They have a lot of momentum right now. Obviously, after Jaden's first year in the NFL, the best rookie season of all time. So, it's insane to say, but the Commanders are in their Super Bowl window right now, and you can't waste a year. So I'm hoping Jaden can stay healthy. I'm hoping they could figure this Terry McLaurin stuff out. And yeah, based on history, I think he will have a sophomore slump, but at the same time, we've never seen a rookie season like that. And the fact that Cliff Kingsbury is back there, maybe, just maybe, he could avoid it. I'm just going based on what we saw recently with a pretty amazing year one QB in CJ Stroud. He had a pretty good year one, man. Pretty electric player. Year two dropped off significantly. I'm just hoping for the entertainment factor alone that he does not have that drop off and he can pick up right where he left off, because he was must see TV every single week, man. And if the Commanders can do that 2 years in a row, which they also brought back their old Redskins uniforms. Exactly the same kind of threads. The only difference was the logo on top. I don't know why they just don't go back to the Redskins name. And you never know, man. If they keep winning, they keep being successful, I feel like they will, because winning cures everything. And that's the only reason why they switched their name to the Commanders, because they were in the dumps with that terrible owner, Dan Snyder. No success whatsoever. You know, take a look at the Chiefs in the past 20 years. If they were a terrible team during that kind of like 2017, 2023 era, if they were like a bottom feeder team, I feel like they would have got canceled too, and they would have had to change their names. But they didn't, because they were on top. They were winning Super Bowls, etc., etc. So you never know, Washington Redskins fans, Washington Commanders fans. If you keep winning, keep putting on a show, maybe, just maybe, they'll change the name back to the Redskins and just kind of get past the awkward era of the football team and the Commanders. So we'll have to find out, man. If you made this far, please subscribe and like the vid. How about your boy a ton? That's all I got for right now. Peace.
They were successful on their previous drive, getting the ball all the way to the end zone. I'm sure they're looking for more of the same right now.
Oh, absolutely. That's what you always want. You want to find your way to the end zone, and so many people contributed on that last drive, and you've got to give the coaches a lot of credit for putting the players in excellent position.
He'll take the snap from the gun. Takes the hit, throws.
Look up at that scoreboard. You're leading the football game, so we have a third and long situation. So you've got to know that. Manage the game. Don't take a chance.
The Jets have it at the 44. Takes off with it. Makes the catch in the open field. Third catch today so far. The Jets have had a big target in the middle of the field today. Amaro's been a dynamic playmaker throughout this game, Phil.
We are seeing tight ends become such a big part of NFL offenses. There's so much you can do with them. Line them up on the line of scrimmage. You can move them all around. You can stack them behind other